Welcome back to News Watch 12 this morning. We're going to turn over to Storm Watch 12 meteorologist Josh Cobrath over in the Weather Center. Josh, I know we have some red flag warnings in our area, and I can only assume they're probably going to continue into the next day because of that fire burning in Curry County.
I would think so. We're going to see some pretty tough conditions in and around the fire because we'll have winds coming out of the north bringing some pretty dry air to the fire's perimeter. So that is just going to be like, well, fuel to the fire. So that is the reason why we have this red flag warning in place from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. We have a Haines index of 6 today, and I'll explain a little bit later in the show what that means. But when you hear Haines index 6 around fire season, just know that that could promote potentially some explosive growth of any existing fire. Your current temperatures this morning feeling pretty good, 50s and 60s for most of us, a little bit cooler up towards Chemult and Christmas Valley, where we're seeing temperatures in the mid 40s. Here's your outdoor dining forecast for today for the Rogue Valley. 3 stars and 2 stars for lunchtime and dinner time respectively, just because it's going to be so warm out there. And we will have haze and smoke increasing today for the west side, especially for Josephine County. But then a little bit later into the evening, we'll see some of the thicker smoke starting to get into western Siskiyou County, also into Jackson County. Here's the bottom line for today. A widespread haze and very hot out there. We'll be in the mid 90s to the east of the Cascades, near triple digits for west side valleys, and much cooler along the coast in Curry County due to the marine layer. But we'll continue to deal with haze and smoke, especially immediately downwind of the flap fire. Winds today will come out of the north and west between 20 to 25 miles per hour. And then for tonight, some of the thicker smoke finally starts to get into portions of Jackson County. Looks like air quality is actually going to be pretty good along the immediate coastline, but we could have some mostly cloudy skies due to some marine layer impacts. Other than that, pretty clear skies for Siskiyou County, Klamath County, and Lake County. Overnight lows will be just about as mild as what we're seeing for this morning, with low 50s to the east of the Cascades, mid 60s for west side valleys, and middle 50s along the coast there in Curry County. And we'll have some pretty similar conditions in and around the flap fire for Thursday, which means that we have a fire weather watch. There's another Haines index of a 6 for Thursday. And again, later in the show, I'll tell you what exactly that means. Here's your hiking plan over the next few days for the Rogue Valley. Near 100 degrees for Thursday and Friday, a little bit cooler into Saturday, but still very hot. We'll keep it above average through at least Sunday, back to average for Monday, but then temperatures rebounding a little bit into Tuesday. Bottom line is that we're going to be hot, we're going to be dry. That means that fire weather impacts will go back up to critical starting on Friday. And we're watching Friday in particular very closely because we'll have another day with a combination of dry air, hot temperatures, and windy conditions, which is a very lethal combination around this time of the year. Here's a 7-day forecast for the coast. We'll see a lot of the haze clearing out, at least for the immediate coastline, as the winds shift out of the northwest for this afternoon. And then air quality is looking pretty good into Thursday, but remember, we don't have a lot of reliable smoke model data past 48 hours out. For Siskiyou County, getting a lot smokier into Thursday with the winds shifting out of the west. We'll also see an uptick in smoke particulates for the east side as well into Thursday, and the same thing for the Cascades and Siskiyous. And then for the Rogue Valley, we'll also see a pretty significant uptick in the amount of smoke that is coming from the flap fire, especially for Josephine County starting today, but then spreading more into Jackson County tomorrow.